Coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Prime time, baby.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Play action now, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On play action, Prescott. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Prescott to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Tua now on 1st down. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Prescott off play action. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. James Washington from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Tua to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from it.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 62 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that's to the former Cowboy. It's Cedric Wilson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Again, it's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
That one good for 37 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He completes it to Wilson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it, being chased out left. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Pollard going to try the right side. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 4th down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
11 yards for number 11.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Tua going to try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up. Prescott. Complete. Pollard. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Now Dak. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now a give here to Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Oh, you got deep.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from long, very long range. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight.
You know